All right, I forgot to mention one thing. Don't forget to crank down your, or don't forget to torque down your crankshaft pulley bolt. That has to be torqued down to 80 foot-pounds or 86 foot-pounds, but I do 80 foot-pounds. It's just me. I just do a little bit less because I feel like if you go to 86 or 90 or whatever it says, then you can always potentially strip it if your breaker bar or torque wrench like this one isn't accurate. So I just go down just a little bit to make sure I don't strip it. So I'm gonna go ahead and torque it to 80 foot-pounds. And the way how you do it on a standard transmission, wheels have to be on the ground. Make sure the parking brake's up, and put your shifter into your highest gear. So if your highest gear is 5th or 6th, then put it in those highest gears, okay? So we're in 6th gear. Everything's set up. Got a breaker, our torque wrench, 80 foot-pounds. Size 22 millimeter for the crankshaft bolt, and it's torqued. All right, after torquing that down, we're gonna go ahead and put on the belt. For this, you're gonna need a breaker bar, a 17 millimeter for the tensioner, and of course, like I said earlier, or like I previously stated in my other videos, this is the tensioner. This is tensioner. See how it moves back and forth? That's what puts pressure on the belt. All right, so I'm going to put on the belt real quick, and I'm also going to throw up a diagram for the belt. All right, now the belt is installed. That's how it looks like. Wraps around like that. Pretty easy, pretty straightforward. Not hard at all, really. All right, so I just got my fitting in today. It was a 716-24, and it also has an inducer on it. I want to say it was a 0.09 millimeter. So, oil restrictor, my bad. So that's installed now. The socket size I used was a 5/8, and it's snugged up perfectly fine. And now I can go ahead and grab this dude and put him in. That's all you're gonna do is just get him into place. Tie him down. Get some adjustable wrenches or something, whatever, and then just tighten it. That's it. All right, guys, so as I was editing the videos, I noticed that some of those videos got deleted. So I just decided to basically do a quick recap of everything else that I got done finished for the Genesis Coupe. It's unfortunate that they got deleted because by that time you guys already seen on my other video that I've already started the car. I've also driven the car. If you guys follow me on Instagram, I'll probably drop a link down below for my Instagram. So yeah, it's pretty unfortunate that I don't get to show you guys the rest of the build process, because that's the whole point of these videos. But nonetheless, I'm still gonna do my best to explain everything that I got done on the Genesis Coupe, and I'll go ahead and show you guys my actual first startup video for the Genesis Coupe. So without further ado, let's go straight into it. All right, so the first thing I want to start pointing out is I did connect this right here for the fan. This is the fan harness that I was talking about earlier in my other videos. I have my coolant hoses connected right here. After connecting that, I went ahead and put on, got these braided lines for the power steering reservoir. Got those hooked up. Finished these blue wires. I ended up tucking them like I had wanted to originally. Those are the blue wires that were up here. This front end, in case some of you guys didn't know, but this whole front end actually comes off, as we call it, the radiator support frame. So it comes off by taking off this bolt on both sides. There's a 12 millimeter, 10 millimeter, one of those. 10, I think it's a 12. After that, down here, you have to take off this dude. Of course, your bumper has to come off. Your intercooler piping has to come off. Then you get to right here, and you have another set of 12s. One right here, here, and down here. Where's it at? Oh, this dude right here. Those 12s, and it's gonna be the same thing on that side, the same set. After you get those 12s taken off, and then you're gonna want to take off this the hood latch right here. That's how you disconnect it. Your AC lines, 210 mils right here, 1 and 2. And finally, the last part would be this dude right here. This wire harness is your front end wire harness, okay? So all you gotta do is just pull this tab up and it will release the harness, and vice versa. If you put it back in, you have to pull it down and it tightens the harness. So that's how essentially you would put on and take off the front end. Of course, the O2 housing, this has to be custom because this is a top mount manifold, so just keep in mind you're gonna need to get this custom. It is a V-band too, so have it connected through a V-band clamp. What else? Battery relocation. Of course, you guys know this goes all the way to the back of the trunk. I just put the fuse box that went right here to right here. This dude is just temporary. It's a wastegate line for this guy. I plan on switching that up soon because I have specific fittings for that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the exhaust side. Before I forget, my intercooler setup, it's just a Rev 9 intercooler core with 2.75 inch intercooler piping that I got from Amazon. So it's pretty basic. I did all the cutting and everything myself. My friend's the one that welded it for me. It's nothing like fancy or anything. It's just literally just a custom intercooler piping for this setup. So it's only cost me like $500 to do it all. This core is discontinued, but it's a 900 horsepower core. There is the 800 horsepower core. I'll probably link it in the description below if you're interested in this core. But yeah, that's my intercooler setup. It's pretty simple. And now we get to the kind of complicated stuff. Okay, so this right here isn't my final product for my intake manifold side. If you're taking out your intake manifold before, then just pretty much put everything back together the same way. It's not that hard, but for my purpose, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what I did, because I do have a fuel return system, and I also have a custom 5-bar map sensor for my Haltech. So I'm gonna show you guys that real quick. All the vacuum lines, just hook it back up the same way that you had them connected before. If you want to tee them off to do your wastegate solenoid or something like that, then that's 100% fine. But for me, I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how I did the regulator, the fuel return setup, and my map sensor. So basically, to start off, this is my fuel system, right? So these are my 2 hoses right here. They're I believe they're 3/8 or equivalent to 6 AN, right? These hoses, one is of course the feed. Feed goes into the rail right here. From the rail, whatever doesn't get used gets pushed back out of here, sent to my regulator. My regulator reads vacuum, okay? As vacuum increases, the pressure goes up, and whatever is not used gets returned back into the fuel system. So that's a fuel return setup. Usually 600 horsepower builds would usually require it, but that's how I have mine set up. And then for my map sensor, this dude, usually this would be your map sensor, rather it be a 2-bar or a 3-bar. GM sells them too, but I went with this 5-bar map sensor, and I just hooked it up to my Haltech, and I just ran all the wiring through the harness, so it looks normal. So that's how I have all that set up. That's not hooked up yet because I don't plan on hooking it up. Actually, let's talk about our catch cans. So for my catch cans, the way how I have it set up is it's vented to atmosphere. It's not recirculated back into the intake manifold or the intake, because I don't have an intake. I just have a turbo guard. Anyways, so what I do is I have this come out from the valve cover to the catch can. To the catch can, this is the inside where the baffle is at. And then on the left one is the outside, as you can see right here. And I just have it vented to atmosphere, all that crankcase pressure. Same deal with this side. I'm not gonna use a PCV valve, I'm just gonna use a straight fitting. That straight fitting is gonna come out, go into, it'd be right here actually, to the inside. And then this would be the out where this would be at, but I have it switched on this one. I forgot why I put it right there. But anyways, that's how it's supposed to be set up, or if you want to vent it to atmosphere. I've seen other people, vent it back to your intake manifold or vent it back to the intake. I mean, it's really up to you guys. Just to me, from what I read and from what I know, this is the better system of doing it if you want to vent your crankcase pressure better. So that's how I have mine set up temporarily. The reason why I say temporarily is because eventually I plan on getting the Evo 10 valve cover because it fits on here, but I had to trim up a little bit of it for it to fit exactly, and then I had to make a, what's it called, I pretty much have to make a hole right here and move it over so it can fit. But the Evo 10 valve cover will fit as long as you do a little bit of R&D with it. It will fit 100% fine. And if that's the case, I'll be getting the aluminum valve cover, getting AN fittings, and then putting 2 Big 10 AN fittings back there with probably a catch can right here. So I'll probably put that inside the cabin eventually, but that's my goal, to put 2 Big 10 AN fittings and have the catch can right there. But like I said, for now, this is what's gonna work. So that's pretty much it for the build. There's still a lot more stuff that I plan on messing around with it, but as time goes on, I'll make more videos about it and show you guys how I'm doing it. But as far as the Genesis Coupe rebuild goes, or refresh, whatever you guys want to call it, it's 100% done. We are done with it. Now we can move on to some other videos. So now that we have this video, or this series, wrapped up basically for the most part, I know a lot of you guys were asking about how much did I spend on this build, so that's definitely the next video that I plan on having for you guys. I already have the price sheet and everything set up. I just need to go over and talk about all the parts with you guys. But that's definitely the next video. Guys, comment down below what kind of videos do you guys want to see next. Do you guys want me to talk about 3.8 stuff, 2.0T stuff, reviews on something? You know, just let me know. Give me some ideas to go over on this channel so I can cover it with you guys and reassure things for you guys. But there's still, how I say it, I still plan on I have like a lot more videos lined up. It's just I still want more ideas. So if you guys have any more ideas, just drop it down in the comments below, or hit me up on Instagram too. If you guys want to talk about like some private stuff, if you guys want like a build sheet or something, I'll definitely do that for you guys. I'll drop my Instagram in the link below or something. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it, man, for this refresh. So, you know, I really hope you guys learned something from those from the series on the engine build. You know, if you guys have any questions though, like I said, just message me on Instagram or something and I'll answer it for you. Or if you guys want a build sheet, I'll definitely do that for you as well. I set up a lot of build sheets for the 2.0 guys and the 3.8 guys. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Like I said, I'll be doing that price build sheet soon, and I'll be dropping that hopefully the following day. All right, well, anyways, that's pretty much it for this video, guys. I'll catch you guys back tomorrow, next week sometime, and I'll be dropping that price sheet video for you guys as well, okay? So till then, peace out.